In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Paint.net, and then we're going to do a run through of how it works before we get going creating our images for our ebook cover. So if you go to Google and you put in get Paint.net, now you don't want to do Paint.net because that's a different site. But you'll see here Paint.net, free software for digital photo editing. Now, of course, since we're looking at free resources, I'm showing you Paint.net, but if you already have a solution, then you can use that. But this is the one I like to use. It's very simple yet powerful. And if you like to use GIMP, of course, you can download GIMP. It does the same thing, but I find that Paint.net is more intuitive. Okay, so once you're in here, all you need to do is go to the download page, and then you're going to download the package that you need for your computer. Be mindful of the system requirements. They aren't very high, so most people probably have the computer with these abilities. Okay, so just download what you need here. It says Paint.net depends on the Microsoft.NET framework, which it's going to install by itself, unless you already have it on. Okay, so nothing to worry about there. It'll do it for you. So just go down here and then download the package. Okay, so I'm just going to click here and we'll download it. Okay, and once that's downloaded, I'll run the installer. Okay, so I'm just going to choose the Express install and agree. You should read these. Click next. Okay, and now it's just going to prepare to install. Okay, so installed successfully. Let's fire it up here. Okay, so once it comes up, this is the interface you have here. So you have your main work area in the middle here, and then over here you have your tools. So there's different tools here, selection tools, paint tools, etc. Down here you have your color palette. Over here you have your steps. So whenever you do something, you'll see the step here. And down here you have your different layers. Okay, so everything you do with Paint.net is going to be done in a layer. So right now we have the background, and then every time we're going to do something different, we're going to add another layer. And then when we're all done, we combine the layers into a PNG file. Okay, so it's pretty simple. You have up here, you have your image, and here, if you go to resize, you can set the size of the image, and here you have maintain aspect ratio, so if you change one, it changes the other, and you can uncheck that if you like. Okay, you can choose from qualities here. I always just take the defaults with all of this. Also in here, you can do your canvas size. The canvas can be bigger than the image. Flip horizontally, flip vertically. You can rotate 90 degrees in either direction or 180 degrees. And flatten, that's when you combine all of the layers. Over here, we have layers, so we can add a layer, delete a layer, duplicate a layer, merge layers, import from a file. So if you're going to bring in a picture, flip horizontally, flip vertically, and rotate and zoom, and the properties for the layer. And then we have different adjustments where you can do different things: auto level the color, black and white, brightness, curves, hue and saturation, invert. Okay, so, and then here we have our effects, so we can add different effects to the pictures that we're creating. Okay, so those are a little more advanced. So really, it's quite easy to use. Okay, so there's a quick intro to it. So what we're going to do next is we're going to jump right in and start creating our first image for our e-cover.